The winter it is past, and the summer's come at last, and the birds they are singing in the trees. Their little hearts are glad, but mine is very sad. For my true love is far away from me. The rose upon the briar, by the water running clear, gives joy to the linnet and the bee. Their little hearts are blessed, but mine it's not at rest. For my true love is absent from me, and its threat I will repair to the Curragh of Kildare. For it's there I'll find tidings of my dear. All you that are in love and cannot it remove, I pity the pains that you endure. For experience lets me know that your hearts are full of woe, and a woe that no mortal can endure. And its threat I will repair to the Curragh of Kildare. For it's there I'll find tidings of my dear. Threat I will repair to the Curragh of Kildare. For it's there I'll find tidings of my dear. A frozen night, making for the pub, shoulders hunched up tight, his head down on the railroad track, and his old Cordelia sat low on him back. He met with a dark and a troubled man as he passed him by, called back at him, "Hey Mary, can't you see what's become of me in this country of the blind? The house I've left is dead to me rhyming and my poetry. All I've got is the beat of the stagger heading down the Curragh line." But Mary passed on as quick as he couldn't stand such a crooked man sober. All he wanted to do was the lights at the bar, the Nightingale and the Wild Rover. When he came in they were saying, "Oh, he's back, oh the deal, you drive you out with your spouting and your swearing. We don't want to hear about bunker heading. Maybe he'll sing us the girls of Kincaid." The fire and tea eyed him steadily, handed him a pint of porter. "You must have seen the bishop's ghost tonight to put a dry look back in your eye." But Matty would not be taken in by their jibing and their regaling. He found himself a fresh blown crew, fell in with their sporting and their bailing. As he was going home in the very same spot, he met with his dark familiar. He seen him coming back down the line, he was bright and strange and fine. As he passed him by, Matty threw out his arms, tried to grab hold of his likeness. In the morning they found his frozen corpse at the butt of the Coraline. Up awake they were lashing out the drops of brandy, the old-fashioned habit in the church they were lashing down pounds and fivers, so Matty would be fine in the old by and by. Summer's evening, drunk as hell, I sat there nearly lifeless. An old man in the corner sang where the water lilies grow. On the jukebox, Johnny sang about a thing called love. How are you, kid? What's your name? And what do you know? In blood and death, 'neath a screaming sky, I lay down on the ground. The arms and legs of other men lay scattered all around. Some prayed and cursed, then cursed and prayed, and then they prayed some more. But the only thing that I could see was a pair of brown eyes that were looking at me. When we got back labelled parts 1 to 3, there was no pair of brown eyes waiting for me. And a roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go for a pair of brown eyes, for a pair of brown eyes. Him, he looked at me, all I could do was hate him. While Ray and Philomena sang of my elusive dreams, I saw the streams and the rolling hills where his brown eyes were waiting. And I thought about a pair of brown eyes that waited once for me, that waited once for me. So drunk as hell I left that place, sometimes walking, sometimes crawling. A hungry sound came on the breeze, so I gave the walls a talking. I heard the sounds of long ago on the old canal, and the birds were whistling in the trees as the wind was gently laughing. And a roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go. A roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go. And a roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go. For a pair of brown eyes, for a pair of brown eyes. And a roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go. A roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go. A roving, a roving, a roving, I'll go. For a pair of brown eyes, for a pair of brown eyes.
Well, Well, I was lured by the rockin' horse sweets and the Bula Bus 50 while boys to a room. Sing love, love Ella, the dish ran away with the spoon. Black shoes and stockings for those who say don't. Blue is the colour outside. God made the world, the snake tempted Eve and she died. Wild Christian brothers sharpening their leathers, learn it by heart, that's the rule. All I remember is dreading September and school. Oh, when they made me, for better or worse, the fool that I am or the wise man I'll be, and they gave me their blessing, their curse. It wasn't their fault, I was me, not the one that you see. The priest in confession condemns my obsession with thoughts that I do not invite. I mumble and stutter, he slams down the shutter. Good night to you too, father. Stainless as steel, you know how I feel. Someone shoot me while my sword is clear. I don't think I lost, but my vow to abstain was sincere. Arch confraternity men to the fight, raise up your banners and high, searching for grace, securing me place when I die. Oh, when they made me, for better or worse, the fool that I am or the wise man I'll be, and they gave me their blessings or curse. It wasn't their fault, I was me, not the one that you see. Oh God, he kept a very close eye on me. He hung round me bed in the darkness, he spied on me, cut me in the long grass, so often he died on me. Ballrooms of romance in Salt Hill and Mallow, I stood like John Wayne by the wall. Lined up like cattle, we wait to do battle and fall. Ah, you can't wine and dine her in an old Morris Minor. Ask her before it's too late. I danced on girls' toes, accepted rejection as my fate. The rink was my saviour, it made me much braver, but I couldn't hold it too well. I slipped in the coach, it ruined me a approach when I fell. Oh, when they made me, for better or worse, the fool that I am or the wise man I'll be, and they gave me their blessings or curse. It wasn't their fault, it was me, not the one that you see. Oh God, he kept a very close eye on me. Oh God, he kept a very close eye on me. Oh God, he kept a very close eye on me. Oh God, he kept a very close eye on me. Oh God, he kept a very close eye on me.
He was lawless by name and lawless by nature, trouble right from the start. Hard as nails, running wild through the streets, he was breaking his poor mother's heart. Nature played a trick on lawless, and the humour of nature is cruel. He grew up as we all had expected, into a dangerous fool. He was a hard man, a man for all seasons, he was always out for a fight. He couldn't hold the rink, but still he'd get plastered in Clark's every Saturday night. He'd strip to his vest and challenge the best, until the guards they were called to come fast. And they'd lock him away for the rest of the day, and leave him out on the Sunday for mass. One night he went down to the Rings and Regatta, where he met up with the bold Dolly Platts. She wasn't exactly what you'd call beauty, but she was the belle of her flats. A whirlwind romance, and Dolly took a flyer with Lawless, she would settle down. It was pure coincidence, 3 months before there was a Yankee destroyer in town. Blessed with one of God's miracles before 6 months had elapsed. Dolly gave birth to a 9-pound black baby, and Lawless was fit to collapse. She swore she'd never been touched by another, and Lawless took her at her word. And the neighbours exclaimed, he's the spit of his father, and the cuckoo was a wonderful bird. stays in and looks after the family while Dolly goes out for the night. The old gossips all say she's free in her ways, and their evil rumours ran rife. When Lawless heard this, he waited for Dolly on the bridge where the river runs low. And no one will ever know what happened next, but Dolly drowned and another below. And there's some say he's crazy and more say he's evil. Everyone says that he's mad. No one will defend him, he was no angel, but I'll tell you, he wasn't all bad. They locked him away for the rest of his natural, never again will he see. But down the back of Ring's End, there's a lonely child playing where the Liffey flows into the sea. Everybody knew, nobody said. A week ago, last Tuesday, she was just 15 years when she reached her full term. She went to a grotto just a field in the middle of the island to deliver herself. Her baby died. She died. It was a sad, slow, stupid death for them both. Everybody knew, nobody said. At a grotto in a field in the middle of the island. 10 years before I saw the light of morning, a comradeship of heroes was laid. From every corner of the world came sailing the 5th International Brigade. They came to stand beside the Spanish people to try and stem the rising fascist tide. Franco's allies were the powerful and wealthy. Frank Ryan's men came from the other side. Even the olives were bleeding as the battle for Madrid it thundered on. Truth and love against the force of evil, brotherhood against the fascist clan. Viva la Quinta Brigada, the passer and the pledge that made them fight. Adelante is the cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. Bob Hilliard was a Church of Ireland pastor. From Killarney across the Pyrenees he came. From Derry came a brave young Christian brother. Side by side they fought and died in Spain. Tommy Woods, age 17, died in Cordoba. With Nafiana he learned to hold his gun. From Dublin to the Via del Grillo, where he fought and died beneath the blazing sun. Viva la Quinta Brigada, the passer and the pledge that made them fight. Adelante is the cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. Many Irishmen heard the call of Franco, joined Hitler and Mussolini too. Propaganda from the pulpit and newspapers helped old Duffy to enlist his crew. The word came from Maynooth, support the Nazis. The men of cloth failed again, but when the bishops blessed the blue shirts in Dunleary, as they sailed beneath the swastika to Spain. Viva la Quinta Brigada, the passer and the pledge that made them fight. Adelante is the cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. This song is a tribute to Frank Ryan, Kit Conway and Dinny Cody too, Peter Daly, Charlie Reagan and Hugh Bonner. Though many died, I can but name a few. Danny Boyle, Blazer Brown and Charlie Donnelly, Liam Thomasell and Jim Straney from the Falls, Jack Nalty, Tommy Patton and Frank Conroy, Jim Foley, Tony Fox and Dick O'Neill. Viva la Quinta Brigada, the passer and the pledge that made them fight. Adelante is the cry around the hillside.